wasn't expecting Julia as well.
Hello.
Awesome. Good stuff. So we got Julia and Manuel from the bombastic Kontrust, all the way from Austria.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
No, you're very welcome.
Thanks. Hello.
Obviously, we've got the new album madworld just been released. First question I've got to ask is, why has it been 9 whole years since the last album? It's an awful long time between releases.
Yeah, between the last album and this one, we kind of took a break concerning new studio albums. But it's not like we've been lazy or didn't do anything. We've been touring a lot during those years. Actually, we played the biggest shows in our career so far in this time period. And the studio album we finished now, finally, again, another one, and put it out on Friday.
I've given it a listen. It's as good as the last 4, which is always good news.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And,
I take that as a compliment.
It's meant as one. I mean, when you start with a high bar and you manage to maintain that over 5 albums, that's good going.
Oh, nice. Thanks.
One question: you've obviously been with the band since the start, Manuel. Julia, you're a little bit more new. How would you describe the sound of Kontrust to somebody who hasn't heard them before? Because you are a fairly unique band. There aren't many bands that sound anything like you.
Yeah, and I know it's very hard to put Kontrust in a box, and put a stamp on it or something, to have it named by a specific genre, a specific style or something. Kontrust is just very colorful when it comes to music. We utilize any kinds of influences, different elements, different styles from a huge variety of genres. So I guess if you want to force me to really name a genre, I would call it crossover, just because of the fact that crossover is meant to be rich in terms of genres. But in reality, I think we moved beyond that quite a while ago already.
Yeah. Julia, I feel you're being missed out of the conversation a little bit. You joined the band last year, and you had some mighty...
around 2.5 years ago.
Is it as long ago as that? So I'm just going by I'm caught a bit by surprise by you being here. So I'm playing this a little bit fast and loose. Would I be right in saying your first show with the band was Grasspop last year?
Yep. Exactly.
I'm surprised at that, but massively impressed. Did you not do any warm-up shows, some small secret shows anywhere? Was it just the first show? Let's hit the stage at Grasspop.
I very bad heard like a question. What, please?
Oh, sorry. I was just wondering, did you have any small shows to practice first, or was your first actual performance with the full new band the big show at Grasspop?
No, I didn't have any testing concert, let's say. It was absolutely first live performance with band as a new band member. And it also was in my career, it was the biggest stage I performed so far. So it was for me double excitement and double nervous, of course. But I think, and I was
Jump
actually
into the cold water.
I also, I at that days I catch some cold also, and I was so afraid that I cannot perform and deliver on a level, but my voice did all great. So I hope I also for first time, that was really cool.
Yeah, when the band haven't got rid of you, so you must have done okay.
Yeah, definitely.
But I've seen the videos, and the performance was fantastic. I mean, you didn't look like somebody who was there for the first time. It looked very much like you were a part of Kontrust and had been for some time. So it was a good first performance, I think.
Thanks. It's, let's say I'm a experienced performer already, so it just was the let's say very huge stage. So I'm not afraid of stage at all, and I love it. And what also helped me to perform really good, as you said, that I had a connection with guys right from the start. So I felt absolutely comfortable with them and in their presence, and I really felt like, okay, behind my back there is guys, there is a band who I trust, and I know that I will do really good with them on the stage. So it was just felt right from the start.
Would I be right in saying, Julia, your background, you was it a TV talent show or something? Is that where you made your name?
I took part in X Factor in Ukraine in 2015 with Queen cover of The Show Must Go On song.
Ooh, that is a good song. That is a very good song.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Coming back to Kontrust as well. Manuel, I want to ask you, when Julia joined the band, she wasn't the only new member at that time. There was a change in drummers as well. So I've got two questions for you. The first one is, you're the percussionist in the band.
Exactly.
Yeah. What's the difference, for those who don't know, between a percussionist who hits things and a drummer who hits things?
Who also hits things. Yeah, exactly. To make it simple, I just hit different things.
That's what you say.
The thing is what I really love about my job in the band is that I can go completely nuts and crazy when it comes to sounds and tuning and special elements, and it's like how to say, it's like the salt in the meal, you know. It's like spices in the meal, and I just enjoy that freedom, and it delivers a special note to the music that in the end forms what Kontrust stands for. You know, it just makes it more bright, more colorful, with a bigger variety. So it's really awesome to be on the percussions instead of the drums, in my opinion.
Are you a drummer also?
I studied the drums in music school when I grew up, yeah, and I had a few projects when I was on the usual drum set. But when I was invited to join a new band, the former band of Kontrust, I was invited to be a percussionist, and since then I did not switch back again. I just love it.
Fantastic. So,
and can I add please, that Manuel not only playing percussions in the band, he actually wrote main ideas to the songs of new album. I don't know, 7 songs or 8 out of 11. So it's
so he
very
doesn't just hit
talented
things.
person.
I was
Not
actually
only, he is doing much more.
I was going to ask about the writing. Again, as Manuel, obviously you've been there since 2001. I think the band's officially been around. Julia,
exactly.
did you have much input in the lyrics, in particular for the new album, being the singer now, or was some of the album maybe already written by the time you joined the band? Because, as I said, 9 years is a long time.
As far as I know, guys already started collecting ideas shortly before I joined, because they start to do it during Corona times when I couldn't be here and join the process. So it was kind of without me. I joined the process already in recording studio time, because mainly ideas came from Manuel and Stefan, the other lead singer of Kontrust. So I just put my ideas already on top of their ideas, because for me that's how it works.
Mhm.
I'm more like a performer and deliverer than creator.
Okay.
But thanks to guys, that was really helpful and
Yeah,
really
well, with fine tuning and adapting the ideas, especially to really fit Julia's voice, of course. We of course worked all together in the studio, and especially with Julia, it was just an amazing experience and really a great time, because she has an awesome voice with a huge range. And for us in return, this of course also gave the opportunity, this opened the opportunity to, go further and deeper than ever before, and we tapped into new dimensions when it comes to the vocal arrangements.
Mhm.
So she had definitely a big part in the album, no doubt.
Yeah, it's impressive to hear Julia's voice. Definitely has an effect on the sound of the new album. But looking at the
Yeah,
live
of course.
performances, still very much able to carry the songs that Agatha was doing before in her own way. So it's, let's say, it's like a stepping stone. It's taken one step forward, and I think that obviously the change in members is always something that drives any band forward. It changes your sound, and you adapt. And that's any band, from yourselves to Iron Maiden to Megadeth. Any band who's changed band members, the sound has changed to follow them, and it's
Yeah.
it keeps things interesting.
Definitely, and in my opinion, it's an evolvement. As I said before, working with Julia was extremely successful, and you can witness this on the album. It's, in my opinion, a very strong album vocally.
Yeah.
Which of course thanks go out to Julia and Stefan. Stefan was mainly in charge for the lyrics writing and adapting everything and putting them really into place. Making minor changes here and there. We did all together in the studio.
Mm-hmm. The other new member, of course, or not so new now, but with Joey, with you being on percussion and Joey hitting the other things that you don't hit, with that band member in particular coming in, was that a challenge for yourself? Because obviously you got the two big members of the rhythm section there. Was it quite a challenge for you to work with Joey when he came in and catch up, more so than it would have been with, say, a guitarist?
Not at all. Not at all. Joe is a hard hitter, just as our music demands for. And he really knows his job. He really does a great job. He's a great drummer. And personally, it was, love on first sight. We get along great. We have really we have really a lot of fun together, and it couldn't be better.
They are really very organic together, like sound. I don't know.
Just see
really cool.
Play off each other a little bit. You can tell that when you see the band live, and it's always good to see a band that looks like they're enjoying themselves on the stage. They're not just there to play some music and wave to the crowds. They turn up, and you can see a dynamic. People are looking at each other, they're having a laugh, and they're obviously having fun. And again, going back to the footage of you guys together over the last year or so, you've very much got that. How does that affect you when you're on the road, when you're touring? Do you find that you are ever feel you're spending too much time together, or do you actually hang around together and then get on stage together, or do you go off and do your own thing when you're touring?
No. We always have a lot of fun when we're together and when we're on the road. We enjoy that. Actually, Kontrust is a typical light band. That's what the whole band was born for, and we enjoy every show. It does not even matter if it's a huge festival or if it's a small club show. We always enjoy it and have fun together. And of course, no matter how many people are in front of the stage, we give the best show possible.
Just last couple of questions. The obvious one, with the album coming out, live dates starting to be announced. Is there any chance of anything in the UK?
Yeah, we get that question a lot. The thing is, the last 3 attempts, I think it was, when we were booked in London, it never worked out. There was one injury. One time, I think Stefan got sick, and the third time it got cancelled because of Corona, because of all the lockdowns and shutdowns. So it did not happen to be actually realized that we come to the UK, but it's definitely on our wish list, on top one of our wish list. And actually, we also have a guy now helping us out with booking in the UK. So I suppose it's just a matter of time, and we are really looking forward to finally make it over the channel.
It'll be an absolute pleasure to see you guys. If you do make it to the UK, try and hit Glasgow as well. We're not a big country, but it's far enough that it's worth having a Scottish date as well. Just saying.
Compared to Austria, everything is big.
This is true, but on the other hand, your mountains take some beating. To be fair, they're fantastic.
Yeah, true.
Guys,
yeah, we'll put Glasgow on the list, of course.
Fantastic. Julia, Manuel, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it. The album is superb. As I said, it's up there with the first four, no bother at all. It's a very, very strong album as well. 11 songs, and there genuinely isn't a bad one on there. And I'm not just saying that because you're in front of me. That was in my review that went up last week as well. So I wish you all the best with the
Thank you so
album.
much.
I will cross all my fingers and hope to see you on UK shows at some point over the next year or so.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, best of luck. Enjoy life on the road, and we'll hopefully see you soon.
Thank you so much for having us
keep
today.
In touch.
All the best.
Thank you so much for having us.
Of
You're
course.
very welcome. You take care, guys. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a nice evening.
Bye. You too.